Hello, welcome to the Literacy Sphere. I'm Oleanda Yuba. In this channel, we talk about everything diction, public speaking, vocabulary building, grammar, and overall personal development. If you are new here, please use a moment to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified of subsequent videos. And if you are a returning subscriber, you are warmly welcome. In today's video, I've got something exciting to share with you. It's about a topic I've received lots of questions on: the use of can, could, and other modal verbs. Yes, modal verbs. What are modal verbs? Modal verbs are helping verbs. Verbs like can, could, would, should, will, may. Yes, they can get quite confusing, right? I get lots of questions on how to use these verbs correctly. Now we know what verbs are, right? Your verbs are your action words or doing words. Yes? Verbs like dance, walk, sew, eat. Now, there are some other verbs that help these main verbs to function better, to provide more information about these other verbs in the sentence, helping us to understand the sentence better, helping us to understand the state of the verbs in the sentence. These modal verbs are called helping verbs. Helping verbs. How do you use them? I've heard people make statements like, when I was standing there, I can see the car clearly. What's wrong with that sentence? Can. The use of can is wrong in that sentence. What modal verb should you use instead? Could. Could. When I was standing there, I could see the car clearly. When I was standing there, I could see the car clearly. So in that sentence, the verb could is appropriate because it's serving as the past tense of can. I have heard several people misuse different modal verbs while speaking. And so today I'll be teaching you how to use the 8 modal verbs, namely can, could, may, might, must, will, would, and should. Did you notice something? To help you remember the 8 modal verbs, I used the beginning letters, the initial letters to count, okay, or to recite. So let's try to recall the 8 modal verbs. Notice the initial letters, okay? Can, could. They begin with the letter C. Can, could. May, might, must. All 3 begin with the letter M. May, might, must. Will and would begin with the letter W. Will, would. And finally, we have should, beginning with the letter S. Can you recall all 8? Yes, please. Go ahead and try. Let's go. Can, could, may, might, must, will, would, and should. You got it. 8 modal verbs. Yes, 8 modal verbs. Modal verbs are used to talk about abilities, possibilities, permissions, obligations, and lots more. We are going to look at the functions of the different modal verbs. We'll try to understand which modal verbs are appropriate in different settings. Okay, so let's begin with can. When do you use the modal verb can? You can use can to express ability, okay? She can ride a bicycle. She can ride a bicycle. She has the ability to ride a bicycle. You can use can to express permission. Example, you can ride my bicycle. Yes, you are free to ride my bicycle. I'm giving you the permission to ride my bicycle. You can use can to express possibility. For instance, you can fall if you are not careful. You can fall if you are not careful. So you're telling the person to be careful because they can fall. It's possible that they can fall while riding the bicycle. Can you help me fix my bicycle? I'm making a request. Please help me fix my bicycle. Can you help me fix my bicycle? I'm using the verb, the modal verb can in that instance. Next, you can use the modal verb can to make an offer. For instance, can I get you my helmet? Yes, I am offering my helmet for you to use while riding the bicycle. Can I get you my helmet? Yes, that's an offer. And then you can use can to express prohibition, but in this case, it's in the negative form. Okay? You can't ride the bicycle on that road. For instance, you can't ride the bicycle on a hill. You can't ride the bicycle on a hill. You're expressing prohibition. Do not ride the bicycle on the hill. You cannot do that. So the can in its negative form here is used to express prohibition. Have you learned all the various ways you can use can? Oh, yes. Now we will go over to could. Ready? Let's go. Could. Could has 5 different uses. One, it can be used to make a polite request. For instance, could you pass the salt? Could you pass the salt? Two, you can also use could to make a suggestion. You could get it on your way back from the shop. You could get it on your way back from the shop. Next, you can use could to express past ability. For instance, when I was younger, I could run with my eyes closed. When I was younger, I could run with my eyes closed. This is the part where a lot of non native speakers get it wrong. You would hear something like, when I was younger, I can ride with my eyes closed. They would use can in place of could. Please take note, when you're expressing past ability, please use could. When I was younger, I could run with my eyes closed. Next, you can use could to express possibility. For instance, the party could start late. The party could start late. It's possible that the party would start late. So you say the party could start late, so you might not need to be in a hurry. And finally, could is used to express conditional imaginary situation. For instance, if I had a car, I could travel more. If I had a car, I could travel more. Yes, if I had a car, I could travel more. Yes, conditional imaginary. This is for could. We've looked at the 5 uses of the modal verb could. After now, we're looking at may. Are you ready? Let's find out how to use may. All right? May has 3 uses. One, it's used to take permission. For instance, may I go to the restroom? When I was a classroom teacher, I heard this almost every minute. The little children, they kept taking permission. May I use the restroom? May I go to the restroom? Yes. May I go? May I take? May I use permission? Two, may is equally used to express possibility. She may come home late tonight. She may come home late tonight. So please drop the key for her. She may be home late tonight. Don't forget to drop the key. Okay? She may come home late tonight. Yes, it's possible that she will be late tonight. Finally, may is used to express wish or hope. May you have a great day. May you have a resounding success in your exams. May you have a lovely weekend. May you have a happy life. May you have a long life. May you live long. So it's used to express wish or hope. Okay? So the 3 uses of may: permission, possibility, wish or hope. Let's look at how to use might. It's often confusing for a lot of people. Let's find out how to use might. Might has 2 uses. One, it's used to express possibility. It might rain today. Please take an umbrella. It might rain today. please take an umbrella. It's possible that there would be rain today, so please take your umbrella. Next, it's used in making suggestions. For instance, you might want to start packing your bags. Yes, in this instance, you have to add want to. Okay? You don't simply say you might start packing your bags. No, you say you might want to start packing your bags. You're suggesting to the person to begin to pack their bags, possibly because the time to cut the train is not far off anymore, it's drawing near. So you might want to start packing your bags. You might want to stop seeing that man. It's a suggestion. It might be a good idea to stop seeing that man. It's a suggestion. It might be a good idea to stop seeing that man. So I do not want to tell you, please stop seeing that man, or I suggest that you stop seeing the man. I rather say, it might be a good idea to stop seeing that man. So this will motivate your friend to think about their relationship with the man in question. Next, we want to look at how to use must. Must. How do we use must? Let's see. It has three different uses. It's used to express obligation. For instance, you must obey the traffic rules. You must obey the traffic rules. Yes, you must obey the traffic rules. You are under obligation to obey the traffic rules. Next, it's used to make deductions. It can't be real. This can't be real. This can't be a real diamond. It must be fake. This can't be a real diamond. It must be fake. This can't be real. It must be fake. Finally, must is used to express prohibition. For instance, you must not urinate here. You must not urinate here. So the three uses of must: obligation, deduction, prohibition. The next modal verb we want to look at is will. It has five uses. One, it's used to express future action. I will go to the bank on Friday. I will go to the bank on Friday. Next, it's used to make an offer. I will help you call the taxi. I will help you call the taxi. Additionally, it's used to make predictions. She will pass her exams. She will pass her exams. She will pass her exams. I'm making a prediction that she's going to pass her exams. Will is equally used in making a spontaneous decision. I will get the file. For instance, your boss has just asked, where is the file for the latest project? Say, I will get the file. So you have volunteered to get the file. That's a spontaneous decision. I will get the files. And finally, will is used to make promises. For instance, I will always be there for you. I will always love you. This particular promise is always broken. Yes, it's used in making promises. I will always do this. I will be there for you. I will always love you. Yes. So, yes, will can be used in five different ways, which we've looked at: expressing future actions, making offers, making a spontaneous decision, and making a promise. What about would? How do you use would? Let's find out. Would has six different uses. Yes, six. First, it can be used to make a polite offer. Would you like a drink? Would you like to have a drink? Next, it can be used to make a polite request. Would you mind giving me a hand? Would you mind giving me a hand? Would you mind? Okay, would you mind giving me a hand? Next, it can be used to express past habits. When I was a child, I would eat until I passed out. When I was a child, I would eat until I passed out. That's not true. That's not me, though. Next, would is used to make a conditional statement, usually unreal. If I were you, I would say nothing. If I were you, I would say nothing. So in such cases, we use would. If I were you, I would do this. If I were this, I would do this. All right. Next, would is also used to express the future and the past. For instance, he thought he would finish the project earlier. He thought he would finish the project earlier. Finally, would is used in making a reported speech. Example, he said he would be back early. He said he would be back early. This is a part where a lot of non native speakers fail. So you will hear something like, he said he will be back early. Please take note, if you are making a reported speech, that is a speech that has happened in the past. You're quoting someone, okay? You're reporting what someone had said in the past. Please use would, okay? He said he would be back early. Is that clear? Great. And now we are left for the last one, should. How do we use should? Let's find out. Should has two uses. One, it's used to give advice. Yes, it's used to give advice. You should try to get more sleep. I'm advising you to get more sleep. You should get some more sleep. Next, it's used to express expectation. You should receive the package at noon. Because you know you've programmed the package to arrive at noon, or you've scheduled the package to arrive at noon, or you have an agreement with the delivery company or the dispatch company to deliver the package at noon, you're telling the receiver that they should get it at noon. You should receive the package at noon. You're expected to get the package at noon. I hope you have learned. We've looked at the 8 different modal verbs and their uses. Did you learn? I would like to hear. Let me know in the comment section if you found this useful. Before we do that, I have a quick test for you, a quiz. Let's see how far you can remember. Let's see how well you have understood your modal verbs. Let's see how well you now know your modal verbs. We're going to look at 5 simple questions and you are going to fill in the gaps. You are going to tell us the modal verb that should be used in the different sentences, the most appropriate modal verb we should use. Ready? Great. Number 1, I, mm-hmm, I, mm-hmm, be late to work. I, that's a dash, that's an empty space. Be late to work. Should we use can or could or would or should? Which one would you choose? We can use will to predict, to express prediction. I will be late to work. We can also use might to express probability. I might be late to work. I might be late to work. Okay, so both will and might can go. Number 2, help me call a cab. Dash, help me call a cab. Is it will or would or might or may or should? What's the most appropriate one? I will use. Could is the most appropriate modal verb to use there. That's making a polite request. Could you help me call a cab? Could you help me call a cab? Can also applies, but it's not as polite as could. Could you help me call a cab? Okay. And if it's a question, would you help me call a cab? That's also a polite request. Yes. Could you help me call a cab? Would you help me call a cab? Would you mind calling a cab for me? Not bad. And number 3, dash I sit beside you. Dash I sit beside you. What's the best modal verb? What's the most appropriate modal verb to put there? Oh, may. May is a lovely one for that place. May I sit beside you? May I sit beside you? Yes. Could I sit beside you? Also acceptable. Okay. Should I sit beside you? Also goes. but I love may I. That's the politest way you can make that expression. Number four, what's the best expression to use? When I was a child, I dash sing all day. When I was a child, I could sing all day. Past ability, I could sing all day without stopping. When I was a child, I could sing all day. We could also say, when I was a child, I would sing all day. Yes, also acceptable, but the most appropriate there, when I was a child, I could sing all day. Number five, the last one, you dash see a doctor. You dash see a doctor. That you can see a doctor, or you would see a doctor, or you should see a doctor, or you will see a doctor, or you must see a doctor. Which one? Suggestion, you should see a doctor. I'm suggesting that you should see a doctor. Yes, it's used in making a suggestion. Did you get all the answers right? Let me know in the comment section, and I would like to hear from you. Did you enjoy this lesson? Please let me know. And if there's any aspect of the English language that you find confusing and you want me to create a lesson on, please drop in the comment section, and I will be more than pleased to prepare a lesson just for you. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Don't forget to like and share this for others to learn. And please, if you have not subscribed yet, please go do that now and turn on the notification bell so that you will be among those who will be notified of my newest videos when they are dropped. Until we meet again, I'm Oleanda Yuba, your distinct elocutionist. Bye.